Good afternoon. This is Mr. Willie in West Virginia. It is still the 9th of July. This is your afternoon edition of the Word for Today. And I was with my lady this morning, and I told her I probably wasn't going to do a word this afternoon, but I got home and I thought, you know what, I do have a little something. Number one, I just want to tell you that you as your children grow up, you see different facets of them. You see, they're maybe still cute, but they mature. My daughter Sierra had a birthday yesterday and was kind of sick the whole day, and the one thing I noticed when she was able to get herself together today, I went back to Facebook because I did some posts about her, and she had went back and just kind of thanked everybody who had sent her a birthday wish. And there's something about realizing that your children have been raised to be thankful, to be grateful, and that they don't take stuff for granted. And it was kind of refreshing to see my child being that way. So shout out to Sierra, you're making Dad proud, okay? And I have a poem just for you, okay? I wrote a poem a while back, and I'm going to dedicate this to my daughter Sierra. This is a birthday poem for her, and not so much a birthday poem, but this kind of describes her when I wrote it back in June. And it's called Time and Its Flow. Time and its passing no longer a chore, for in its fashion it gives me more. In love abounding, in patience a connection, no longer rebounding, just constantly reflection, constant reflection. For time is doing what it does best, teaching me in simple viewing I can still in God rest. For time must always flow, and we must unrebelliously submit. Rest and just let go, then its passing you'll enjoy it. For time is no taskmaster, it's a power we can slow. Just relax in its clutches, mature, learn, and grow. Love you, Sierra. I had one more poem, and it's not so much for Sierra, but it's kind of for you guys. I've been reading a book by A.W. Tozer. Oops, just dropped my book. Been reading a book by A.W. Tozer, and I've just been stuck on like the first couple of pages because he is just that deep of a writer. And he has had my consciousness in the fact that God is incredibly awesome. And in realizing that God is incredibly awesome, you begin to realize that you are not. When you realize that God is God, you also realize you are not. When you realize how holy and righteous God is, you realize how not holy and righteous you are. And our wanting, our will should be to want to be more like God and to want to get close to Him, but always remembering in humility that we don't even, on our best days, we don't come close to being good enough to walk into His presence except for what Jesus did for us on the cross. And this poem has to do with Jesus, and it's called Jesus Eclipse. We err in letting God be lowered to our level, never seeing it's odd to agree with the devil. For God, in essence, is higher than all, and the devil and his angels still rise to fall. So do not let the Spirit slip. Don't experience a Jesus eclipse. See Him as Lord. Let nothing come in between. Get close, no closer, and forever upon Him lean. I've come to a new season in my life. There's just new stuff happening. Worship's been incredible. Life has been wonderful. Resting well. I woke up early this morning because there was a need for prayer, and that's okay. That's what happens in my life a lot. But to be able to lay back down and sleep and rest has been a really great thing. And I think the resting has come in that I realize who Willie is. My dad always said I was coming to West Virginia to find Willie. Well, I found Willie, and the best Willie is the Willie that's following God. And I'm working on some things that I can't really talk about right now. But keep me in prayer, okay? Because there's books in the future. There's definitely new ministry in the future. There's definitely less nursing, but I actually will be nursing at the end of the month at another camp for Camp Rejoice for our body of believers, and then I'll be, I think in October, I'll be at a camp, at a men's retreat. In September, the beginning of September, we may be playing some worship up in Canaan Valley for the Bikers of Christ. I don't know. It's kind of still up in the air. There's a bunch of stuff that's just kind of up in the air. Again, I'm busy, but enjoying the busyness that God has placed before me. I hope everything's been a blessing to you. I'll probably do another video later. I've got stuff to do today, but I'm enjoying what God is doing in me, through me, for me. All right. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this day. It's Monday and it's pretty nice out. I pray that if this is a blessing to you, please pass them on. Okay, Mr. Willie on YouTube, Mr. Willie in West Virginia on YouTube, and Willie Owens on Facebook. If this is a blessing to you, pass it on to someone that it might be a blessing to them. Okay? Hey, I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. All right? Hey, shalom.